Hello, everybody, and happy Friday night. It's Friday, August 16th, and I was downstairs playing in my hair. I took my little turban off. I'm regrowing my locks, and I came upstairs and I was like, I am determined to do this video that I started earlier today on these Chanel shoes. Literally, I don't know, my phone went crazy. And so I haven't gotten in the bed for the night yet. But you know, I just came up here and I was like, let me bring all of my stuff that I got for my Birkin, my little accessories, and let me put everything together with my bag, and also let me finish the video that I started on my Chanel shoes. So at this point, I'm not even sure um, what footage I'm going to have, but I bought a pair of Chanel Dad shoes from Neiman today, and I was kind of talking about my experience. Here are the dust bags. I was talking about my experience in the store, and these were the little inserts that were inside, and these are they. So these are the shoes that I purchased. So if the other video is, if I'm able to upload it on my phone, I will. I don't know what kind of crazy stuff my phone was doing downstairs. So like I had my little turban on, my little Gucci turban, and I was like, you know, before I wind down and wipe my lipstick off for the night, you know, let me pop on and do a quick video. But I don't know what happened. So this is going to be part 2 of the Chanel shoes that I bought today. First time owning a pair of shoes from Chanel, and this is the most expensive pair of designer shoes that I own, or the most expensive pair of shoes that I own. And I would think that any pair of shoes that I spent this much money on, which was $1,600, any pair of shoes that I spend this much money on has to be designer, okay? And when I say designer, I'm not just saying, oh, you know, what's the name on it? What is the label? When I look at sorry guys, I got distracted by my TV. When I look at designer items, I look at the quality, the craftsmanship. These are calf skin, and I think I may have said lamb skin in the other video. So just to correct myself if I did misspeak, these are calf skin leather sandals, and they call them the Dad Sandals, which I think is so cute because everybody daddy got some of these, okay? They not Chanel's for the most part per se, because we don't know what the daddy's wearing out here, but my daddy has these in all colors. My mom buys them for him. So, you know, the dad shoes, and I don't know what version mine are, like what edition, like what year they came out, but I love these shoes so much. I wore them around downstairs just to kind of get a feel for them in the house. They are a lot slipperier than I remember in the store, but that's because they don't have any scuffs on them. Now, if I would have wore these to New York the other day, they would have been good and scuffed up, okay? Very scuffed up. These were $1,600. They come with 2 Chanel the same material as the brooches or the Chanel jewelry. Like, this is not going anywhere. It's sewn on. You can tell, like, it's stitched in there. It's not, you know, like, oh, an embellishment that's gonna come off, which is what I love about luxury brands. Let me say that. And I'm not one to defend a luxury lifestyle, because I feel like what else should you be doing at this point, you know, especially for someone like myself who grew up very humbly without a lot of excess. And it was 444 when I looked at my computer. I feel like I would rather spend a little extra on things that I know I can own for a lifetime. Some things that, you know, if the quality is what I look for. If the item has any flaw or any, design hiccup, then I can take it back to the manufacturer and get something else. Versus certain places where they don't even want to give you an exchange or a refund even with a receipt a day later. I don't shop at stores that have that no return policy. Not that I return a bunch of stuff, because I don't. In the world of designer items, I probably returned one thing before, and I'm about to return something I bought from Chanel when I was in New York a couple of days ago. Just an impulse buy because I wanted a Chanel scarf and I found one in an awesome color. But that scarf cost the same amount as these shoes, which again, I'm a cost per wear girl. If you do the math, these shoes are $4 a day over the course of 365 days, taking into account that, just for a year. Not that I'm going to wear them every day, but that's how much they cost a day, just sitting in the box in my beauty room. Now, for my Birkin, for example, I paid $996, $996 or 90 something dollars, was 99 for my bag. That breaks down to $27 a day. Okay, I can afford it. A lot of people can. Even if they don't allocate those funds towards that specific purchase, they can afford it. Okay, now when it comes to this price point, the only reason that I felt comfortable spending this money, again, number one, is Chanel, fashion house that everybody knows increases in value. They do a price increase annually around July-ish. So these just increased to the 16 that I paid for them. They were originally like 15. When they first came out, I want to say they were like 11, because I remember I watch things, and even if I don't purchase them, I'll study, the luxury market and things like that. These on the secondhand pre-owned market are 23, 24, 25, and I've even saw a pair that was 26 today as I did my research. So I already have some equity in these, and if I decided to sell them, if they're in brand new condition like this, I can get a cool $2,000 for them easily. And the girls that wear Chanel and guys are used to dropping that kind of money for a wallet or a piece of jewelry. I have a vintage Chanel necklace that I listed with Fashion File, and they were trying to give me like $1,000 for it, but I know on the resale market it's worth over $3,000. And it's just like, again, not trying to justify anything, but I mean, you just can't beat any of those factors. Then the inside of this, you guys, is all leather, so it's so soft, because some of the designers are doing rubber soles on the inside of the dad shoes. So they may do leather across the top straps. But this pair was the softest, most supple, buttery pair. And I tried on the Christian Dior's. I tried on the Fendi's. Now the Fendi's, don't get me wrong, looked really pretty on my feet. They match my Fendi Zucca print turban that I've been rocking for about a week or two now. And so that was my first choice. And then the Christian Dior's, because I was like, maybe they're not going to be as stiff. And they weren't, but they were a lot flatter than the Fendi's. And the Fendi's were hiking shoes. That's how they had them labeled. Now these, though, this is next level. First of all, they really look the closest to a pair of dad shoes to me, especially with the little quilting, because a lot of those dad shoes have that little ugly, kind of obnoxious little design on it. But, in keeping with the Fashion House traditional quilted look, they did the quilting, then they did the, of course, top-notch stitching, and they use the highest quality leather. And you can even tell, it's the attention to detail for me that I love about Chanel. You can even tell if you get close up that it's ribbed all the way around here. It's just done properly. These are a size 39 Italian size, which is a size 9 in US sizes, which is a whole size up from what I wear. And honestly, I could have went down to my true size in these, but this was the only pair they had in Neiman. The only pair. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to get something that they had that was exclusive, and it was literally something I could put on my foot with a little extra room. I don't care, that's fine. And slip my toes right in here, honey, with a fresh pedicure, even though my nails are not done. And that's because I had press-ons and I took them off. But my toes are freshly done in a beautiful nude, kind of a salmon, between a nude and a salmon color. So I have the fresh natural tone nails popping, 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 popping. And even in the fall, when it starts to warm up here in Pennsylvania, I'm going to be rocking these with even my sweat, like a white tee, some sweatpants, and this, and my Birkin. I literally, if I didn't get headaches from wearing baseball caps, I would literally get me like a cute Chanel baseball cap and rock it with that, and maybe a denim jacket on top of that, or a cute little thin fall trench coat. Oh my, like I can see that look on me in my mind. But for right now, I'm just going to rock these without a baseball cap. But I would love to get like a cute Chanel. They don't make the turbans like Fendi and Gucci, but I would love to get like a cute Chanel, you know, just little hair covering or scarf. And I think that would be cute with my little shades on, because I'm trying to be grown and simple sexy. Yeah, that's my new look that I'm going for. But hopefully you guys are subscribed to my channel. I'm planning to make many, many, many more videos. I'm planning to pop on more often now. I'm working on a schedule because I'm always shopping. I'm always finding good deals, and I'm trying to figure out how to stay abreast of those things on this channel. I'm regrowing my locks, so I'm going to do some videos on that journey. I'm redoing my home. I bought a vintage house, and I'm going to update you guys on that journey. But yeah, it feels so good filming, catching up with those of you who watch my channel. Those of you who are new, welcome. I appreciate you so much for stopping by. And these are the Chanel, what are the name? Hold on, guys. Let me look at the box. So these are G35927 is the code that's on here, and it says grained cow skin black. Let's look it up really quickly, just in case somebody is interested. Let's see, Chanel grained cow skin sandals. Okay, so it says Chanel grain calfskin Velcro Dad Sandals. Okay, yeah, Fashion Foul has them listed for $23.25. Poshmark, someone selling for $23.75. Neiman, oh, those are products. Sorry, because I'm like, why is that $1,200? Okay, anyway, yeah. So yeah, Fashion Foul has even those Prada ones listed for $22.95. Fashion Foul knows. They know how to do what they do, okay? Somebody on The Real has a pair for $15.25. Somebody else on Poshmark has a pair for over market. So everybody has them, you know. Even a worn pair on Fashion Foul, they have them for $19.95. Poshmark, someone selling them for $25.50, and I'm pretty sure somebody will buy them, especially if it's a size that, you know, they weren't able to get. But I don't think they sell these in the. Did I see these in the store in New York? I don't even know. Okay, $14.95 is the cheapest that I'm seeing them, but they're used, and that's still only $100 less than what I paid, and they're very, you know, broken in. They look really soft. So yeah, so okay. So that is this is a look that this is my new look. I'm going to Paris next year, 2025. So I'm thinking of all these different things I want to do as far as like changing the aesthetic of my home. I'm incorporating. I've usually had like brass unicorns and you know like really elegant decor with like Eiffel Towers and things like that. And I'm like I've always been infatuated with France and French culture, French food, French art, the Louvre, you know, the romance, the Parisian pastries and delicacies, the baguettes, fresh bread and cheeses and wine. I've always, even in high school, and I took French and almost failed because it was not the easiest language to learn for a beginner, but I was still in love with French. You know, French models, you know, just the aesthetic of wearing a pair of Converse and, you know, just really basic clothing with like a really elegant vintage bag, or, you know, your hair just in a bun or in a slick back pony, or short like mine, just a short little, you know, model hair cut. I've just loved the French culture. If you guys can't tell. Lovers Lock Bridge, like anything related to, like, even the exhibits that I go to the museum now to see in every city that I've lived in, whether it was the High Museum in Atlanta, here in Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Art Museum, or even when I lived in New Jersey, it didn't matter where I lived. I've always gone to see different French exhibits when they came to the museum. And I do plan to try to see if I can get a Birkin when I go to Paris next year. But yeah, you guys, so that is my little Chanel sandal video part 2, and I'm going to film my Birkin bag finally and formally and officially next. So if you guys like videos like this, please keep watching. Hit the thumbs up for me. I'm going to show you guys all of my different little trinkets that I picked up lately at TJ Maxx, like this Gucci necklace. This one is about, I bought this at the beginning of the year. This one was recent, but everything is on sale, like less than $100. You can get Gucci authentic jewelry. So keep watching. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys, just to give you the heads up of what they are coming out with right now. They're on Fendi and Burberry and TJ Maxx, and they go through phases, and so you have to check your local one. And if it's not your local one, you may have to drive a few stores over, or maybe the next state over. It doesn't matter though, if you're saving so much money off of retail. And I was told by the lady who works at my TJ Maxx that they are about $500 off of the retail price for Gucci, for YSL. So they had Saint Laurent, they had Givenchy, they had, you know, Gucci, they had Fendi, Burberry, they had everything in there. Like, they have so many things in there right now that I'm not going back, because I don't want to buy anything else. I want to enjoy the pieces that I picked up recently and love them. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Peace and namaste.